Hello, my friend. Welcome to live chat. This is going to be a fun topic today. I'm excited to talk about this. I talk about a lot of things in live chat, but I don't think we've ever talked about this before specifically. What I want to talk about today is a category of YouTube videos. It's seen across niches in on YouTube specifically. But I feel like in the beauty space, it just gets really complicated. So I want to talk about beauty drama channels, commentary channels, tea channels, beauty news channels. Like, what is the difference? Or is there even a difference between them? Could they all really be lumped together? I would argue no. Obviously, I would argue no, just because I feel like what I do here, it's not because I don't, I want to be clear. I don't think there's a hierarchy here just naturally. I don't think that there can be a hierarchy, but I think that it's a personal preference in how information is presented. And I think that, there, in my opinion, I feel like I have definitions for all of these things. I've actually pulled up dictionary definitions for these things, but I kind of have my own interpretation about the differences between these types of YouTube channels. And as someone that I consider myself a makeup news channel, I have strong opinions about what that means in particular. But I don't want this to be like I think news is better than tea kind of thing, because I don't think that's true. I think that it's just a personal preference of what kind of format different people prefer. But really, I feel like this is such a great topic for the community, especially because I think it's something that is very subjective and can change depending on which YouTube channels you're watching. So why I want to do this as a live stream is because we have a wonderful group of people here that are here and watching and have the ability to comment live on this live stream. It's currently 5 p.m. Eastern time, which is what we do first Sunday of the month. Every other live stream is at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So we're going to do the 5 p.m. in for next month, and then I will update you. next it's going to be a mess November and December. I will keep you posted, but there's going to be, I'll talk to you about at the end of the stream as far as the schedule, because I want to get on topic. But yes, we are here to talk as a community about this topic. So I want to introduce you to some of the people that are here live, and I just click on the first people that I see. Sometimes it's the same people, sometimes it's different people. Sometimes people get mad at me because I never find their comment, and I'm sorry, I don't do it on purpose, I swear. So I'm just going to start at the top, work my way down, and say good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning, whatever time zone you're in. To Andrea, hello, good evening, happy fall. I'm looking forward to chat too. You know, I love coming home from the long farmer's market, selling marshmallows. To hang out and talk with you all. Jesse, hello, good evening in London. Oh, so jealous. One day I will make it back. One day. Kimberly, hello. I hope you're having a wonderful evening as well. Makeup or breakup blog. No, I actually got my live stream ready early this week. I was very prepared. Yeah, we were 28 minutes when I put that up. So sorry if you had to wait. Hopefully you're still here. Monica, hello. Going to Santa Cruz today. Oh, I love Santa Cruz. Beautiful day. Get to see my daughter. Are you going to the pier? Because that was the most fun. We still have our big like smoothie thing. And that's a smoothie, but like the colored drink thing with the big, it's got the tube, it's got an end here that's big, and then it gets that's like a tube, and then it opens up at the top. My son got one in Santa Cruz. I still have the cup. The thing's impossible to clean. I don't let him use it very often because it's so hard to clean. Are you supposed to throw those things away? I feel like I should save it. I feel like but anyway, my point is, I hope you have the best time in Santa Cruz with your daughter. Pink Expression, hello. I'm happy you're here. Hi, Jennifer. Oh, in Louisiana. I haven't spent much time in Louisiana. I would love to go there sometime. I have not. I'm trying to think of it. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to Louisiana. I'm going to New Orleans in April. I have done things in Louisiana. I've been to New Orleans before, but that's it. That's the extent of my knowledge of Louisiana. Hi, Cynthia. Good to see you. Hi, Val. First time joining live. Oh, well, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. I usually catch the end. Well, I'm happy that you're here. All right. So if I did not say hello to you, and thank you so much for being here. Before we get started, just a quick let you know there is an update in What's Up in Makeup today. I announced my fabulous collab with Cocoa and Soy Candle Company, which is a local Maryland candle company. Tiffany is just loving seeing all the love and everything. She's so, so thankful. I am so, so thankful everybody that has ordered the toasted marshmallow and campfire candle. You do have the option of this or Tiffany's label on there, but you now have more options because of so much, you guys put so much love into it. Tiffany's actually going to offer you all of her sizes with my label on it. So you can get the wax melts now, you can get this size, you can get the tin, the small tin, or you can get the 2-wick candles with the Mad Marshmallows label on it. Also, there were a couple issues, a couple of kinks. This is the first time that Tiffany and I have done a collab together. So there was a period of time where certain states weren't it wasn't working to ship to certain states. That issue seems to have been fixed. Also being able to add these to the bundles has been fixed. She's also added a really cute little header for us, which is absolutely adorable that she just added. But yeah, Tiffany and her daughter are just over the moon. Her daughter is a year older than Phoenix, and they both play volleyball and everything. So we have volleyball mom thing in common, and she's just lovely. And we are both just so, so thankful for all the love you've shown to the collab. And if Code GenLove was supposed to help you to get the bundles, but I think that it's not really doing much anymore. I think that it's just all doing the thing, the 75% off in the bundle deals. I think she's just making those automatic. I don't think that Code GenLove is really going to give you a whole lot at this point. It's really just going over there and doing all the shopping. If we do this in the future, we may work it out a little different. We're working out the kinks. It's the first time we've done this together. So, but yeah, just wanted to give you that. And thank you to everybody for the congratulations and everything. I appreciate you all so, so, so much. And it does smell amazing. If you missed the video today, this one, it smells like marshmallow, but then when you light it, you really, what comes out is the toasted part of it. It really smells like a roasting marshmallow. I will get into the topic very quickly, very soon, but I just want to let you know the Hello Fall one, I hadn't lit it yet because I wasn't sure if I was going to show you the inside of the candles for the video. So I lit it after the market today. And if you are not quite ready for summer to end, but you are kind of ready for fall, that Hello Fall one is freaking perfect because it's got the citrus notes, but also the fall notes. So you get like that nice mix of summer and fall together in one candle. And it's so amazing. I was just so impressed with the scent as it was burning. And the scent throw on that thing was like, oh my gosh, like amazing, absolutely amazing. So I wanted to throw that out there. And thank you to everybody for the congratulations. I see them all coming in. Thank you to Cherry Garcia. I love that name, Cherry Garcia. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate you. And then also to Amber. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate you so much. All right, let's get into our topic. So let's talk about this. Okay, so this is the thing, is I do feel like there is a difference between beauty drama, commentary, tea, and news channels. I do feel like there's a difference, but I think one of the biggest problems with putting things into categories is there is no set definition. There really isn't. It's like clean beauty. You can say something's clean beauty, but is it really? Because it's not. There's really no solid definition of the differences between them. So it's very subjective. The other thing is somebody can say that they are a tea channel or they're a commentary channel or they're makeup news or, whatever, beauty drama, but they could also kind of be something else. So you could be a straight up tea channel, but then say you're makeup news, which I would agree are the polar opposites of each other as far as how the information is presented. I feel like with these 4 categories, it's all about how the information is presented. We may all talk about the exact same thing, but I feel like how you present it really is which category you fall into. And again, this is just my thoughts. This is not me saying that this is the definition. This is just in my own mind. Whether it's reality or not, I don't know. The community is going to have to tell me whether we agree on this or not. But this is where I've kind of said it in my own head. So the first thing I wanted to oh wait, hold on. Okay, everybody's just kind of talking to each other, which is super, super cool. Okay. Yeah, so Cherry Garcia, real quick, I'm weird about ordering scented things online because I'm horrible at imagining what combos might smell like. Yeah, that is really hard. So she does have ones that are more self-explanatory, like like the ones that are like fresh linen or something like that. Like it's just like a clean, fresh scent, like almost like laundry detergent kind of scent. You know what I'm saying? So maybe like pumpkin pie. That one's one that's really easy to like kind of know. But her scents are, there are a lot of them that are really they're very specialized, very artisan, very complex. So those would be harder, but I'm sure there are some over there that I think might be a little bit easier to imagine than others. Okay, I just wanted to address that really quickly. So, so what I was thinking, this is as I sat down to really think about this, is I feel like with these particular topics, it's a range, okay? So it's a range from how much of the video is opinion versus how much of it is presenting facts. You know, and I feel like that's where we're at. And I feel like we'll start with T. I feel like T channels, at least in my opinion, are ones that spend very little time on rehashing, like on finding out the facts and like presenting all of the facts, but are mostly like, hey, this happened. This is what I think about it. And it's all like the whole video is just all opinions for the most part, with a mention of the topic rather than the facts involved. They may say, I heard this, or I heard this, or I heard that, but not really saying, I got it from this source or whatever. They're just kind of commenting on it generally based on things that they've heard. And again, it's not like it's bad. It's just you have to know. I think it's important as a viewer to know and keep an eye on how much the person is presenting opinion versus fact, and keeping that in your head. You know what I'm saying? So like when I watch, I'll just speak from my perspective. When I feel like somebody isn't really presenting like research based, or, you know, they're not presenting sources and stuff, it's just good to keep that in the back of my mind that maybe these may not be actuality. This may be, think about like the Inquirer and stuff, you know, like it's like that kind of vibe, you know, where they're just kind of spouting off a lot of opinions without a lot of fact, which again is not a bad thing. It's just different. So that's kind of where I feel like is kind of the most opinion based. Next after that would be beauty drama channels, where they may present a general summary of what is happening, but it's still 75% of it is going to be based on opinions. It's just kind of like, this kind of happening, you know, whatever. But this is really what I feel about it. But they'll give more information than a T channel, in my opinion. That's where I'm at as far as beauty drama channels. I feel like commentary is a step further, where they may give more facts, but it's still a lot of opinion. It's still a lot of opinion, but they'll spend more time on presenting facts, and then put in their commentary along with it. And then, of course, the beauty news segment would be the vast majority of presenting facts. Maybe not facts. Facts probably isn't the best way to say it, but you know, presenting all of the sides, because when it's somebody, this person says this person says that, what is the fact? I don't know. I don't know what the fact is, but at least you know, you're trying to have a balanced approach and trying to say the sides of all things. But for me, I don't leave it straight at news. I do add some commentary onto it. So in a way, I feel like What's Up in Makeup used to be much more news based, where it wasn't commentary. I tried really hard to keep the commentary out of it, bring the commentary to live chat, and keep it straight news. But I found that to be kind of dry. So I started adding more commentary to it, where it's, you know, 75 to 80% of it is going to be news, where 20% of it, 25% of it is going to be my thoughts on it. And I personally really like that, but I would still consider myself a makeup news channel, but I really do think sometimes I push it to that commentary line. So that's kind of where I'm at with it, as far as, you know, my definitions. But I would love to know what you all think about this. Do you think that I have it right? Do you think that I have it wrong? I would love to know your thoughts. We have another new member, Nick. Hello, Nick. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And also, thank you so much to Flory and to Teresa and Steph and Audra for being our moderators. Y'all are amazing. I appreciate you. They help us to have a nice, safe place. They answer questions like Flory says. Thank you all so much for doing that. Julie says, I was watching T drama channels for a while, but now I can't watch them. Yeah, I mean, I think that it's just a different flavor. It's like I get into reality television where I'll watch some reality television show and I'll watch it all the way through, and then I'll kind of feel drained by it. And then I'll just stop for a while, but then I'll find another show and watch it. Yeah, Cherry Garcia says, for sure it depends on the person, though. Peter Mon tends to be quite thorough compared to other channels. Yeah, and I think that everybody kind of has um their own baseline for how much information they want to present. And Peter does go into a lot of detail. He seems to really try to, well, I mean, he provide his videos are especially lately, his videos are so long. He has plenty of time, and people seem to love that his videos are so long, where he has plenty of time to say all of the things. I think that the days of trying to make a YouTube video concise, I feel like they're not as necessary anymore as they used to be. Back in the beginning stages of YouTube, they discouraged us from making videos that were over. I think there was even a rule. There was even like a certain, you had to have a certain number of subscribers or a certain number of views or whatever to even be able to go over. It was like the 10-minute mark or the 20-minute mark. Like they didn't even let people make long videos in the beginning. And it was discouraged. Like they wanted you to keep your videos to like 6-7 minutes. And now it's like, these really long videos and people are loving them. And I've talked to Audra about this quite a bit. And Audra feels like that it's because a lot of people are just so busy. They want a video that they can listen to. Like I know when I've got a big project, like if I'm making marshmallows or something, I obviously can't touch my phone, while I'm doing the things. So I want a video that's going to take all of that time, because what if it auto plays to something that I don't want to listen to? Then I got to take my clothes off and I got to do the thing and then I got to wash my hands and I got to get new gloves and all this stuff. And it's just like, I just want to listen to it. I just want to listen to, or if you have like a long drive or whatever. So I think long videos are really the way to go. I went off on a little bit of a tangent, but I feel like that's impacting our beauty space when it comes to people commenting on things that are happening. Angela says, I watch different channels depending on my mood. If I'm feeling snarky, I'll watch a tea channel. If it's a regular day, I'm watching the makeup news channel. There you go. There you go. And there's nothing wrong with watching all of them. It's just, I think it's just about just keeping it straight in your mind, because I think it's easy. Like, it's like with advertising, you heard it somewhere, but you can't remember where. Like, you heard that McDonald's had the best cheeseburgers ever. I don't know, I just made something up. You heard it somewhere, but you can't remember. And then you realize that like after you try it and maybe you don't like it, you're like, oh yeah, I heard that from a commercial. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think sometimes it's good to just put it in the back of our heads when we're watching a channel and we notice that it is mostly just commentary. It's just that person's opinion, that we've tried to file it in our brains as mostly opinion. Like when I say commentary on something, when I'm, doing makeup news, but I say my opinion on something, it's important to like try to file that. At least I do. You do what you want. But what I try to do is I try to file it in my head about, whether that was someone's opinion. It's hard though. It's hard to remember whether something was fact or opinion when you're regurgitating it, when you're developing your own opinion. So it's hard. It's hard. Hi, Audra. I was just talking about you. Audra's moving soon. Audra's moving soon. I started listening to your polo and then I got busy. I got to go back and listen to the rest of it. Yeah. Heather says, I find a lot of gossip channels have become incredibly toxic. Yeah. I mean, and I think that it's what you want to consume. I mean, there's lots of reality TV shows and stuff that people would say are toxic. I know Audra does a lot of live streams about like Love is Blind and stuff like that, where that can even get toxic to watch, like that kind of stuff. Right. So I think it's about what you want to put in your brain. Like I think I was telling you all this last week that I used to listen to a lot of news podcasts. I have like 5 or 6 of them because I like to listen to, well, let me just rewind. So I was listening to a ton of news podcasts where I would the same thing over and over again, just from different people, different pundits talking about pundits. I would say pundits, but it's pundits, I believe. But just different people's opinions about the exact same stinking thing. Do I really need to listen to all that? And I realized it was like rotting my brain. It was making me an angrier person, and I don't want to be like that. So I try to limit how much news I'm consuming. And I started listening to audiobooks. So right now I'm listening to Songbirds and Snakes, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I don't know, the friggin' Hunger Games prequel. It is so good. It is so good. It's so good. I cannot wait for the movie to come out in November. But anyway, my point is that I felt like the news was really kind of it was shaping me outside of listening to it. And I think the same thing can happen if you listen to too many drama channels or T channels. I think sometimes it can kind of leak into your own vibe and your own aura and your own your own soul, like the way that you if you're hearing negative all the time, if it's just gossipy and negative all the time, then I feel like that can kind of, at least for me, it can make me be more negative of a person just in general. So I have to limit how much of the tea and drama channels that I watch just because of that. But that's just me. Some people may not be as affected as I am. Yeah, Sandra says T-Spill does a little bit of research into her videos. She gathers all the information and presents it so it tells its own story. And I feel like T-Spill used to be more of a drama channel where I feel like she's really going more into the commentary, almost makeup news land. I mean, she's really done a nice job. I think Spill Sesh too. Spill Sesh, I think, does a little bit more commentary than T-Spill, but they're very similar in that way where they really seem to try so hard to make sure that they're presenting things in kind of a balanced way with accurate information. They seem to really have a respect for presenting things accurately before they give their commentary. I do really enjoy both of those channels. Yeah, but I do think Deborah says too much opinion, not research facts. The only thing is I feel like there is a place for tea and drama channels. I genuinely do. I think that they can be fun for people to watch. Talking with your girlfriends or talking with your friends about about what's happening. They have more of that kind of friendly, casual vibe, which I do think there's a place for, and I think that that can be a really fun space for people. Um, and I did put in the thumbnail, so I do want to address this. Is it all gossip? And I don't think so. So the definition of gossip, this is I just did gossip definition and it says dictionary. Oh, from Oxford Languages. It is the casual or unconstrained conversation or reports about other people, typically involving details that are not confirmed as being true. So I feel like that's more the gossip part is I feel like more the T channels. That it's more just hanging out with the friends, talking about the things, like doing all the stuff and not really focusing on like what the facts are. It's just mostly all opinion. Like that's the gossipy stuff. But I think the further you get into it and the more the person is really trying to present the information before putting in the opinion, I feel like that's when it gets away from gossip. But I can see why some people would say it's all gossip, but I don't think it is because it says typically involving details that are not confirmed as being true. So that doesn't mean always, it just says typically, right? So yeah, I mean, I guess some people might be able to say that all those categories are at some level gossip, but I think that every creator is different. You know what I'm saying? Every creator is different. Thank you, Deborah, for that. Okay, so Sandra thinks that commentary channels are pure opinions. Okay, all right. So is a beauty drama channel and a commentary channel the same thing? Do you think that maybe they're more interchangeable? And I think honestly, there's no real definitions for any of this. I feel like we should all just do what we want and say what we want because there's no real definitions. Yeah, just Nikki doing Nikki things says, LOL, we are too grown. I know. But you know what? Those ladies, like the stereotype of the ladies sitting in the hair salon getting their hair done, the older ladies all getting their hair done and gossiping and talking about. I don't think there is a time that we're too old to talk about what other people are doing. I don't think there is. Is that bad? Is that bad? Because I think that we're always going to talk about what people are doing. Are we too grown? Probably. But will we stop? Probably not. All right. I'm quite a bit high in here. I am, how many minutes behind? Oh my goodness, I'm 10 minutes behind. Let me scroll down. because I am way behind. Oh, we have a new member, Rochelle. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Audra says if it wasn't for tea and drama channels, people wouldn't know about affiliate links. You know, you make points. You make points, my friend. You make points. Yeah. And I think that there is a place for that. And I think that's an important point to bring up where, you know, beauty drama, commentary, tea, and makeup news channels, I think that there's a purpose for it because it's important to know what's happening. And I feel like people aren't going to tell on themselves. And there has to be somebody kind of letting people know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there needs to be somebody, like, I feel like that's kind of one of the purposes, besides just in general, we were talking about it, is it all gossip? I feel like there is kind of a need for people to, oh my God, expose you, you know, to let people know, hey, this is what's really happening behind the scenes. The problem is when that information isn't fact checked. So like, for example, today in What's Up in Makeup, we talked about Katie Joy Paulson, who got herself in a lot of trouble with Tati. She got sued. Tati sued her for $5 million because Katie Joy was putting out a ton of stuff about Tati and presenting it as fact. But then I'm assuming, I'm not saying what was what because I wasn't there. I don't know what the things are, but she would just say stuff and it wasn't true. And people thought that the stuff was true because she was presenting it as fact. So there is a danger in that, in relying on tea, commentary, drama, and beauty news channels to give you all of the facts. But when that's why it's important to have like receipts, you know, to have the receipts to show that this is actually true, and to make sure before you say something and present it as facts. I think that's the difference, is if you present it as fact, but you don't know that it's fact, then that's a problem. Like, for example, today when I was talking about Clark Swanson, people are kind of laughing at me because I was like, well, it seems like Tati's talking about Clark Swanson. Who else could it be? Like, people are like, of course it's Clark Swanson, Jen. Why wouldn't you just say it's Clark Swanson? Because Tati does not say it is him. So how am I supposed to know for 100% that it is him? I mean, who else would it be? That's why I was like, who else would it be? But like, I'm not going to sit here and say I know for 100% that it's Clark Swanson because I don't have that receipt. And I think some people just don't, like, you know, I'm sure I'm not perfect at it either. But I think it's important to like know when we've got the receipts and we don't have the receipts. And if we don't have the receipts, we need to admit we don't have the receipts and say that it's an opinion. There's a responsibility there, I feel like. Nobody's perfect. Everybody's going to make mistakes. But on the whole, I think there should be that effort there. Yeah, Cherry Garcia, the news has always been narrative-based because they choose to cover some topics and not other ones. I mean, that's true for whatever reason, which controls the overall conversation the public is having. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I definitely choose what goes in What's Up in Makeup. Every week there's stories that I cut. Like, for example, this week I cut the story that's actually one that I want to cover because I didn't feel like there was enough information yet. And the information I found just wasn't enough for it. And I really want it to be comprehensive when I present it to you, is the one about the laws. Can't remember if it's specifically British or if it's EU or like where it is, but they're trying to ban microplastics. I didn't look into it super deep. So I'm just letting you, this is what I've heard. I don't know how much of this is true or not, but they're talking about microplastics. And one of the things with microplastics is glitter in makeup. And that would mean there would be no more glitter makeup maybe. But the problem with me presenting that story is that it's so fresh and so new that there's a lot that hasn't been explained yet. So I ended up cutting it from the show, and I decided to address it later when there's more information, to kind of take my time and gather my information on that before I present it as a news story. I can kind of be like, hey, there's something going on with glitter, you know, somewhere across the pond, you know, but I don't know exactly what's happening, but I'm going to look into it. and find out, because I do think that it's important to know what's happening over there. Because I do have a lot of people that live over there that watch my channel. And also, like, you never know when laws are going to migrate to different places around the world. But I'm not going to present it to you if I don't think that it's going to be comprehensive enough. And also, like, oh my gosh, I've told you this before so many times, all the stories about the celebrities with no makeup on every single dang week. Selena Gomez in a rare no makeup selfie. Rihanna in a rare no makeup selfie. You know what I mean? It's like every single freaking week, some celebrity's not wearing makeup and the news media outlets are freaking out. It's like, I never put those in because I think that they're lame. I think that it's just like, people just want to see the picture. It's like, I guess people are just curious to see celebrities that are just like us or whatever. Yeah, Angelica Oles does do a good bit of research. Angelica seems to do a good job at like finding the sources that have already compiled stuff and then like taking it and putting it together. So this source has talked about, this source has talked about it, and then taking that and putting it together. Let me scroll down quite a bit again, because again, I keep getting very, very behind because I keep talking too much. Oh, thank you, Brian. Your boundaries and efforts are greatly appreciated. I try. I am not perfect. I will definitely make mistakes. Yeah, so apparently Audra's comment is somewhere in here, but let's click on Dark Angel. Yes, Audra, gossip isn't all negative. It is shared information. Crystal Ball person was speaking way out of pocket and wouldn't back down because the people that follow Tati know. Yes. And I think that was the problem with her specifically, was that it was just, yeah, and wouldn't back down, right? And I found her video very interesting, the clip that's in What's Up in Makeup, because when she talks about her and Tati and James released, when you watch that clip, it's interesting from a psychological perspective. When she's talking about things in general, she's got one tone, but as soon as she talks about that she had contact and had a talk with Tati and James, she almost looks elated. Like her whole tone shifts. Like she's got like a happiness. So I'm wondering, like, how much was she fangirling during this? It almost looked like she was fangirling during that piece. It's very odd. It's very odd. Like, see, that's a whole nother can of worms to open up as far as like our beauty drama commentary, tea, and makeup news channels secret fans. I mean, I'm pretty honest about, about what I think about things. I mean, I don't know how to not be honest about how I feel about things. It's part of the ADHD. I don't have a filter. I just tell you. But I wonder if she was a secret Tati fan and she got Tati's attention and then was fangirling. I wonder. So yes, thank you. Ban on microplastics in the EU. Thank you so much. She did say it was Clark Swanson, okay? But when she was originally making the videos, she didn't say that. Like back in the original videos that are now deleted, she did not say it was Clark Swanson. Tati didn't say it was Clark Swanson. Okay, so let me rewind because I think I was confusing. Oh, and then we have to take a break and tell you what's on my face. Let me just wrap this up real quick. So Tati did not say that Clark Swanson was the one that had sued her 4 times. She said, this person has sued me 4 times in 4 different states, right? Katie Joy said that Clark Swanson had been feeding her information. But what I was missing in order to present it as fact was I have the court receipts, but I don't have the fact that Tati was specifically talking about Clark as a fact, right? Because she didn't say his name, even though I've seen the cover pages or whatever, like the documents for the 4 court cases. And I know it's Clark Swanson has sued her in 4 different states. I've seen that fact, but I don't know for a fact 100% that Tati was specifically talking about him. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't get to talk to Tati and be like, were you talking about Clark? And she could be like, yeah. Then I wouldn't have had to do that. There's a fine line. And again, because of my ADHD, I have to have Like I can't go against the rules. Okay. I can't go against the rules. The rules say the unwritten rules of makeup news say I have to have the facts in order to present it as fact. Right. So, but you're right. She did say it was Clark, but Tati didn't. That was my issue. I'm a mess. I'm telling you, if you knew what was in my brain and my logic, you would just be like, what is even happening in there? Like, how do you even function? All right, let me talk to you about what's on my face very quickly. So I use this. This is the second time I've used it. This is the Maple Syrup Pancakes palette by Too Faced. I am happy to announce to you that this is not as bad as Cosmic Rush. I thought it was going to be terrible. The swatches were atrocious. I thought I was going to hate it. I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. It's fine. It's fine. And I swear, everybody in my family can smell the freaking pancakes, and I can't smell them. Like barely. I can barely smell the maple pancakes. Like if you think about like a Too Faced chocolate bar palette, you could smell that thing from here, right? I have to go like this and think about it to smell the pancakes. But apparently my whole family can smell it and I can't. I don't know. But it's fine. It's fine. I would definitely not say go run out and get it. I wanted to tell you about my mascara today. This was PR for the pancakes palette. PR for the FanFest mascara. I'm really loving this. I have my favorites and fails. All of my stuff is still upstairs where I edit my videos. So I want to pair this with the Too Faced. No. Yeah. The Too Faced primer. I want to pair that with the Benefit FanFest because I think that's going to be a good combo. This is a really nice mascara. I'm very much enjoying it. And then my lip gloss today is purchased Finding Ferdinand collab with Khaki. And I am still absolutely loving this. It smells like limoncello. It smells freaking amazing. I love it. See, this smells like limoncello. I could smell it from here. It smells so good. Oh my gosh. I wish I could eat this. I genuinely do. It smells so good. I wish it was a permanent thing over there because it needs to be. All right, so that's pretty much what's left on my face. Everything else is kind of gone. See, even like you can see like the eyeshadow is kind of gone off my eyeballs. I did put on lighter shades though, so that might not be 100% its fault. It's fine. It's a fine palette. It's okay. All right, let me scroll down a bit. By the way, do you love my shirt? I'm wearing a Twitter verified shirt. This is actually Roberto Blake merch. He's a YouTube specialist kind of person where he helps YouTubers to know how to grow their channels, especially brand new channels. And this was his merch. He made a Twitter verified. So I bought this. He made a Twitter verified sweatshirt, and I bought this when all the craziness was going on with the verification badge and people losing their verification badges. And I was like, the only way I'm ever going to be verified is through this merch. And then Twitter died and now it's X. So I think it's even better now. It makes it that much better. I really like the sweatshirt a lot. It makes me happy. Apparently there were people gifting memberships. Thank you so much. Hi, Yuri. Thank you, whoever was doing that. That's so kind of you. Really appreciate it. Mon says, I'm probably the only one in this chat who loves Too Faced. Too Faced does make some good stuff. I really like their bronzers. Those are really nice. I like the new highlighters that they came out with. The thing about Too Faced for me is they feel very mass produced. They don't feel like love and attention have gone into the products. They don't feel like somebody's baby. They feel like some company just mass produced stuff and it may be good and it may not be good. Sometimes they hit on it and it's good. Like, for example, I have this here. I love this. This is PR2. This is the Natural Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. And I love this. It's freaking fabulous. So I love this too. This is another thing I have sitting next to me, the Too Faced. This is also PR, the Cloud Crush blush. Very pigmented. I mean, this shade probably wasn't meant for my skin tone. I'm sure this was meant for a deeper skin tone. It's very, very bright. If you're listening, it is a bright, bright pink. It is in the shade Watermelon Rain and is very bright. But I like it. If I use a light hand, it looks really pretty. So Too Faced definitely makes some good stuff. They absolutely do. I'm with you. Getting back into this, we don't have to talk about this the whole time, but I wanted to read the dictionary definitions of these different things because I think that it's very interesting. So the dictionary definition for drama, okay? the one that applies to us, an exciting, emotional, or unexpected series of events or set of circumstances. Exciting, emotional, and unexpected series of event or circumstances. And I feel like one of the things that I've noticed with drama channels is that sometimes they have to manufacture sometimes the exciting, emotional, or unexpected in their thumbnail or their title. Like when you get in there, you realize, wait a second, this is not in any way exciting, emotional, or unexpected. It's hard though, because sometimes there's no drama. We went through a real dry spell of drama in the beauty space, like for a long time, where it was like there was just nothing going on. So yeah. So that's the definition of drama. Tea. This is the slang definition of tea. In slang, this is from later.com. I don't know later.com, but this sounded pretty good to me. This says, in slang, tea is used as a term to refer to gossip or inside information. It is often used as used in the phrase spill the tea or serve the tea, which means to share juicy or exclusive details about a situation or person. So I do have that AI, that generative AI thing on for my Google. If you haven't done that, it's actually kind of fun. You just have to be careful because you don't know where the information is coming from 100%. Oh, you know what? There is from dictionary.com. Let me click on that. Because it says here, see, this is because I'm almost 100% sure that the originator for the term tea in this way was drag culture. But this says the term tea may have originated from the custom of women in the South gathering in the afternoon to drink tea and gossip. I'm pretty sure it came from drag. I would not say that women in the South drinking their tea and gossiping is where it came from. But anyway, so this is the dictionary.com. What does tea mean? Best served piping hot. Tea is slang for gossip, a juicy scoop, or other personal information. Let's see. This is so interesting. Tea refers to gossip or other private information. As far as we can tell, it was steeped in Black drag culture. See, thank you. One theory connects tea to the celebrated drag performer, the Lady Chablis, who was quoted in 1994 bestseller Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. Yeah, my tea, my tea, my thing, my business. What's going on in my life? T, the letter T, is here short for truth. My tea, my truth. Interesting. The slang tea may riff on the Lady Chablis tea as well as on tea parties. So that's the Southern women thing. So that's interesting. And then it says tea spread thanks to RuPaul's Drag Race starting in 2009. See, that's what yeah. And then they go into, they show the Kermit the Frog drinking the tea. The meme of Kermit the Frog drinking the tea. Let me screenshot just in case you haven't seen this because it's so freaking cute. And I can't see your commentary right now, but I'm going to go there in a second. But I got to show you the Kermit the Frog thing because it's pretty freaking cute. I'm sure you've seen it, but it's adorable. Okay, I just captured it. Let me get it in the chat. All right, overlay. There it is. Open. Loading. There it is. Isn't he cute? It says, some of you have college degrees, but still confused there, and there. But that's none of my business, though. And then it shows Kermit the Frog drinking Lipton tea. So we had that, you know. So I guess that's another way that tea can be used. I like the Kermit the Frog meme. I think it's super cute. Yes. Thank you, Yuri. Tea comes from what's the tea as in truth. There we go. Yeah. Everybody's kind of saying the same thing. Okay, so let's just talk for a second since Monica brought it up, my Halloween Town issue that I had in What's Up in Makeup today. So freaking embarrassing. So Melt Cosmetics is collabing with Halloween Town, but it's not Halloween Town, the movie. It's Halloween Town in Nightmare Before Christmas because the town that was Halloween Town was in Nightmare Before Christmas. Did Jen bother to look at the photo and digest the photo before judging that it meant the Halloween Town movie? No, Jen didn't even really look at the picture. I just figured Halloween Town. What else would it be? Just completely forgetting that Halloween Town was the town in Nightmare Before Christmas. That was Jen not looking. I just assumed. And because I haven't seen Halloween Town, the movie, I just assumed that that was what it was. I didn't look at it closely. It was my fault. You know, I will admit when I'm wrong, and that was embarrassing. So, yeah. All right. Next up, definition. Commentary. An expression of opinions or offering of explanations about an event or situation. Sounds about right to what we were talking about. Expression of opinions or offering of explanations about an event or situation. And I think in order to do that, you have to really, truly present the event or situation in order to offer your explanation, right? Then we have news. Like, we need the definition of news, but we'll read it anyway. It says newly received or noteworthy information, especially about recent or important events. So there you go. So commentary channels present the news and then comment on it. So there you go. And it's also a person or thing considered interesting enough to be reported in the news. So there you go. Those are the dictionary definitions of all of the things. And I feel like it matches pretty well with what we were talking about today. Yes, JJ, the stream started at 5 p.m. Eastern time tonight because I had a market this morning. So it's just like once a month-ish. November, it's going to be 2. December, it's going to be 2, most likely. And then January, we're going to be all doing 10 a.m.s. 10 a.m.s January. So yeah, so that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. I don't really have anything else that I wanted to say regarding that. So if y'all want to talk about anything else, we can totally do that. Casey, your new ASMR is so good. Casey, thank you. I am featured in an ASMR video. We had a guest over at our house, Samita Coco, who is a Canadian ASMR YouTuber, came over to our house, spent 2 nights at our house in our guest room, and then we filmed together. So there is a video of my husband, John, who has an ASMR channel called Certified Mood ASMR, did a thing on Samita. And then Samita and John both together did something on me. And it was cool, man. I have to say, it was very cool. It was a little odd. I will admit it was a little odd, but it was very cool. It was very, very cool. And I'm very thankful that she wanted to do that. I thought it was really neat. Oh, and also we did one together, just me and Samita. So that one's going to be coming out on Samita's channel eventually. It's just the 2 of us. That was cool. So yeah, thank you so much. All credit goes to Samita. She's amazing. It's spelled S-E-M-E-D-E, I believe. That sounds right to me in my brain. So if you like ASMR, go check it out. Yeah, okay, this is a great question, Charlotte. Jen, can you find out why Natasha Denona is leaving Sephora Canada? Buying from Beautylish makes her product so expensive. One of the things that's really hard is finding information about other countries. It's really hard because I realized when, I forget when, I was talking to somebody and we were talking about websites we could access, and like, there are certain blocks. Oh, I know what it is. When my kids were little, they loved the BBC cartoons, all the different BBC shows, and they couldn't watch hardly anything. There was a cooking show on the BBC with kids, and my kid and Phoenix loved it, but we couldn't watch it. We could only watch like very small little clips of it. So my point is that like anything outside of the US, sometimes I can't get the information. So if you find out, I will look, I will do what I can to find out, but chances are I won't be able to find out. So if you find out, Charlotte, you have to tell me so that I can tell everybody else because I don't know. Maybe we could reach out to Natasha Denona and ask. I don't know. They might tell us, maybe. Do I have a link to the ASMR that I did? Not right this moment, but if you type in SEMEDE Coco, COCO, you'll find her. It was her most recent video. But I don't have it right this second. I wish I could tell you. I don't have it right this second. Sorry, Genevieve. Oh, okay. So, Gabrielle, would Swoop's channel be categorized as news or commentary? Ooh, that's a great question. I would say, oh, that's hard because I feel like she's pretty balanced. Like she presents, I would definitely not call her a drama or tea channel. Absolutely not. I don't know. Because she presents a lot of facts. I don't know. That's hard. I feel like she's more news, don't you think? Because it's, I would say the majority of like, because I only, honestly, I only watched her Colleen Ballinger stuff, but it was a lot of facts and not nearly as much opinion. I would say it's more news, right? I don't know. That's just my thought. Oh, thank you, AA. I appreciate you. Chat was awesome sauce. I stayed quiet to see all perspectives. Plus, I was cleaning my room. Hopefully, you had a successful cleaning session. See, this makes me so sad, yes, all. I just got home from VidCon in Baltimore, which I didn't even realize it was in freaking Baltimore this year. Else I totally would have gone. Got to spend the weekend meeting some amazing creators, networking, and learning. Stop. I hate you right now. I'm so mad I didn't go. I didn't realize it was in Baltimore. I didn't look. I just didn't look. It's literally like half an hour. I could have totally gone, but no. I could have met Yessel, but no. I could have met ContraPoints, but no. But yeah, I'm bummed about that. But I did hear that Sephora, the first day got rained out. Supposedly today was they were going to function as normal, but Sephora got rained out yesterday, which made me really sad for the people that bought tickets to go to that. I had been trying to decide whether I was going to go to Sephora or BeautyCon. I'm so glad I didn't go to BeautyCon because that ended up being a hot mess. Sephora, I was still like, should I have gone? But I'm kind of glad because they're only having the one day. But now I'm super bummed I didn't go to VidCon. I should have gone to VidCon. So upset about it. Yeah, I do. You know what? I do need to get a VPN. I don't have a VPN. I should get a VPN. It's all those sponsorship turn me off to it. Is that bad? Like I was like, why is everybody talking about NordVPN? I should get one. I should, you're right. But it's like, how do I know which one to get? Is there any difference between the different VPNs? Does it really matter? You just get one. Yeah, the Petty Prince swoop is very documentary based. Yeah, that's true. But I feel like it's not really a straight up documentary because she does put in her opinions, but it is very documentary. She did a really good job with the videos that she's done. But you know what? The history of Swoop, if you've seen Swoop's older videos, the production of these older videos is madness. Like, how much went into just the artistry of the video creation. Like the videos that she's putting out now are nothing compared to the artistry of the stuff she used to put out. Like, I mean, I'm not saying they're bad. It's just, I'm saying they're just different. Where she used to put like, it was incredible. The video, like if you go way back in her channel, I bet you some of them are still there. She did have to switch channels at one point because she was, what you call it? What was Swoop's other name? Oh, it just went out of my head. I know her other name. It just went out of my head. But it's gonna make me mad. Somebody's gonna say it, and I'm like, oh, I can't remember. But yeah, Swoop's other channel was very artsy, very, very cool. And Spanky Valentine, thank you. It's driving me bonkers. Spanky Valentine. And then there was an issue with the back end of her channel. She had to shut it down and start over as Swoop. I knew, but the thing is when you have that eye for art the way that she does, she's gonna succeed. It may take some time, like it did take some time, but she's just talented. Thank you, Shelly. I appreciate you. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Digibit VPN only costs $2 a month. Are you serious right now? Why don't I have a VPN? I'm gonna have to talk to Shelly because Shelly's like the expert on all these things. Shelly's trying to get me to make Amazon videos, like Amazon reviews. I should. It's kind of dumb that I don't. I should. Shelly's the expert in all that stuff. If you're interested in any of that, go check out Shelly's channel. She's amazing. Shelly saves the day. So knowledgeable. Ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, Tammy says Soup Soul videos were excellent. I feel like she sold out her artistry to go viral with holding people accountable. Spanky Valentine. Yeah, I mean, see, this is the thing now. This is the thing. Is everybody's got to eat. Everybody's got to eat. I do not fault her for that at all. Not even the tiniest little bit. I do not fault it because she still gets to do her creativity. She still puts her creative spin on it. But if you want to do this for a job, art is not going to, it's very rare that art pays the bills. I mean, there's definitely situations where art pays the bills 100%. But I mean, I don't blame her, man. And what she's creating is really good. I don't hate it. I see what you're saying, though. I see what you're saying to sell it or artistry to go viral. Sure, but I don't, I, I'm like, go, go, do it. Like, I'm just happy for her. I'm happy that she's doing well and she's creating good, high quality stuff. It's just not as artsy, you know? All right, we got 5 more minutes. All the Temu reviews. Jeez, Temu. They don't stop emailing me, I swear. I block every single one, and the next day there's another one. And guaranteed, as soon as I turn this off, because I said them, because I invoked the name of Temu, there's gonna be Temu emails in my email box. Let me look, watch. Watch, there'll be one. Let me look. I will show you if it's in here. I'm refreshing. Watch, there be a Temu email, because I invoked the Temu. All right, it's loading. No, there isn't one. That would have been cool, though. It wouldn't have been cool, but it would have been cool. Yeah, I have an Ulta Beauty today only up to 650 points, and then Pixel Film Studios, which is where I get a lot of my plugins. And I have, an advanced radiology annual booby squish tomorrow. So I have a notification about that. I got my annual booby squish tomorrow. Go get your booby squished if you got boobies. All right. PSA done. It says do not open the box. No, don't open the box. Yes, leave the box alone. I just got Brad Pitt in my head. What's in the box? Oh my gosh. So Julie, okay, I just received 3 really cute sweaters from Temu today. I'm scared of that website, honestly. I'm scared. I'm a little scared. Oh no, Tracy. Well, I'm happy you made it. I'm happy you're here. Oh my God. My kids started wanting to order from Temu when I was like, no. They started emailing their friends and stuff and like trying to get their friends to like sign up with their Temu link. It's like a whole like chain, like it's like an MLM at this point, getting your friends to sign up for Temu. It's ridiculous because you get points to get you free stuff. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. It's similar to Shein. It's not the same thing. They're actually suing each other, I think. I think they're equally suing each other at this point for copying each other or something. I don't know. I know that Shein is suing Temu for copying them. Because what Temu did, and we talked about this in What's Up in Makeup, what Temu did was they copied Shein stuff and then put it on their own stuff and presented it as Temu stuff, like their social media and all of that. They would steal Shein's pictures and put them on Temu. And that's how they started off, by tricking people into thinking that they were Shein. There's an episode of What's Up in Makeup on it. It's nuts. I followed that lawsuit for a little while and then I got bored with it and stopped following it. Yeah, see, this makes me so nervous. Temu's been selling customer credit card info. That makes me so nervous. Absolutely. Lucinda, Temu sells things other than tea. Do they even sell tea? I don't know. That'd be a good business for them if they were selling tea. Oh my gosh, gotta circle it back. Spill the tea. Moo. I know, because the irony of Shein suing Temu is that Shein stole all their designs from other designers and made them for super cheap. And then Shein suing Temu for copying them when Shein built their whole business over copying people. It's pretty nuts, man. It's pretty nuts. I don't know, Joe, if there's concerns about human rights violations with Temu. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, because my memory might be wrong, there were some with Shein, with the factories for Shein, but I don't know about Temu. I'm not sure, but Lita says, my sister kept showing me cute stuff and I was like, it's Temu. And I said, I rebuked the Temu. Like, no, no. Yeah, I haven't bought anything from any of those kinds of sites. Oh my gosh, in forever. I have that Rose wholesale video from before Shein and Temu, but they sent that stuff to me in exchange for a video. But yeah, I'm not doing all that. You know, I didn't really watch all the videos, the Petty Prince about the Shein influencer trip. I saw there were so many videos on it, and I was just like, I don't really care that much, honestly. I didn't watch it. I should have, though. I should have cared more. I admit it. I should have cared more, but I did not watch any of them. I don't even know what made it like a good or bad thing. I just know that there were a bunch of videos coming across my feed about it. It's not like my feet. I meant to say my feed. It's going across my feed. Yeah. But anyway, I should probably pop off here. Next chat next week is going to be at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Let's look at the calendar real quick. Okay, so we have 10 a.m. all the way through to November 5th. November 5th is our next 5 p.m. chat, 5 p.m. Eastern time. 10 a.m. Eastern time until then. So the 8th, the 15th, the 22nd. Oh, wait. There is a week I will not be here. No, I will be here. Hold on a second. Okay, so the next, not this coming weekend. This coming weekend is normal. But the following weekends, there is not going to be a What's Up in Makeup for the 15th. But we will be here for chat because I will be home. I am going